Welcome back, South Georgia. Well, today we're diving into a topic that can bring a little stress to many, but with the right knowledge, we can turn tax season into a breeze. So today, joining me is Janet. Janet, a certified public accountant with tips and deadlines to make this tax season smooth sailing. Welcome to Town and Country. How are you today?
Great. How are you?
Good. So I want to first start off with the basics. So you are a CPA.
Yes.
So what exactly is that, and what does your role entail?
CPA, certified public accountant. They're allowed to represent against the IRS and these state agencies. So it's a good medium person between the big scary man.
Okay.
So it's my job to know the laws and know how to talk to the IRS, so you don't have to.
Got it. All right. So how often should we speak to a CPA?
I recommend at least before any big purchase, real estate, rental property, even a vehicle, but at least once before the end of the year to get a good feel on how you're going to end the year to start filing your taxes.
Got it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about taxes.
Okay.
Because I think this is a topic that, everyone needs to
Yes.
know about, right? So what would you say would be the top 3 things someone should know about this upcoming tax season?
Well, not a lot of changes have come up yet, but they will be coming soon with the new president and all the new legislation that they're going to have and pass. But now all the basics, that deadlines are coming up. But just finding out where you stand with the tax planning strategies, with you come up with your CPA, trying to figure out what deductions you can do, and even if estimated tax payments, if you have to make them, what are they? Asking that to your CPA is very important.
Okay, so tax deadlines can be challenging, can be confusing, right?
Yes.
So what are the deadlines that we should know as of now?
Well, right now you have until the 31st of December to make any big purchase to reduce your big tax bill for any business owners.
Okay.
So that's the deadline to make those big purchases, necessary purchases, of course. March 15th is the deadline for business tax returns, and April 15th is individual tax return.
Now, do you typically work with small businesses?
I do. I like to specialize in working with small businesses. I know it's something that they're starting to get into.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to understand everything you can do. So helping educate them and help them understand what they're getting into is what I like to do.
Okay, so what tax tip would you give to a small business owner?
Well, a lot of mistakes I've seen them make is mixing personal and business expenses.
Okay.
So keeping them separate and keeping adequate records in place is very important when it comes to taxes and IRS and audits. So I've seen that being a very important subject to come up with. Also, making sure your business is structured correctly is also very important. How it's classified. Make sure you pay yourself first too. It's also very important.
Okay. What about business expenses? Like what qualifies as a business expense?
A business expense is any cost that your business needs to operate.
Okay.
So it can be, some people don't know that they can take a portion of their primary residence as an expense, as well as some meals are also 100% deductible depending on the industry. Even your personal vehicle can also be a portion of it deductible as well. So it all depends.
Okay, so what would you say are the most common mistakes that people make when filing their taxes, whether it be business or personal? I'm sure it's many. Yeah,
there is, and I've seen everything. I've worked in the industry for over 10 years, so mixing, like I said, personal and business is always a big mistake that a lot of people make. Not keeping all your documents in one spot, not going to your tax preparer or CPA more than once a year to make sure you have everything you need, so at the end of the year it won't be as stressful. Spreading it out throughout the year makes it less stressful, definitely.
And I'm sure remembering those deadlines as well, right?
Yes, of course.
Now, what happens if someone misses a deadline?
There are penalties, and the IRS loves their penalties and interest. There's penalty for not filing late, for not paying, and then people don't know that those penalties are per month, not per year. So those accumulate every single month throughout the time. So I can help waive them as part of a CPA, represent against them. Some of them I can waive, but interest I can't. But there are some penalties I can help waive for them.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for all of this information. Where can we go ahead and find more information from you, or if we need some help with the tips?
Yeah, I have a storefront office in Pelham, Georgia. My address is 130 McLaughlin Street, Southwest in Pelham, Georgia. My website is jharocpa.com. I have all my information on there, phone number, set up appointment, and everything there too.
Absolutely. We actually have your phone number listed on the screen there.
Perfect.
Perfect. Well, thank you again so much for joining me here on Time and Country. Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but just ahead, a rare Caitlin Clark trading card could